Hey, what's up? My name's Kyle, and I'm going to be reviewing Contrarian Thinking by Codie Sanchez. I'm a big fan of Codie's. I think she gives great advice, and she teaches a program all about buying businesses, which is definitely not easy, but if you could figure out how to navigate that world with her guidance, you have a lifetime of success ahead of you. But before I get into my thorough review of her program, I want to expose you to a business model that I've been doing for the past 5 years that I think is the best business model out there. Obviously, I'm biased, but I'm going to give you an example of how my business model, where I rent websites to business owners, I'm going to give you an example of that. And then I also have a link in the description to a landing page that's not going to ask for your email address or anything like that. It's just a landing page that breaks down how my business model works. And if it piques your interest, you're welcome to book a call with me where I could break down this business model in more detail for you. But let me give my example of my business model, and then I will get into my review of Contrarian Thinking by Codie Sanchez. So the way my business model works is I rent websites out to business owners for monthly recurring passive income. So the way that works is I'll build a website for something like junk removal in Austin, Texas, right? I'll build out a website that's 1 to 5 pages. I wasn't hired by a contractor in Austin. I just built this website on my own accord. The website is 1 to 5 pages long. And then I do what's called SEO on the website. SEO is basically the skill of getting a website ranked on page 1 for a target keyword. So in this case, I want my website to show up anytime somebody searches for auto glass repair in Austin, Texas. So after like 2 to 3 months of that SEO, my website starts showing up on page 1 for auto glass repair in Austin, Texas. And then when it does, people are going to start calling the little tracking phone number I have on my website. That tracking phone number is a phone number that I can control wherever those calls route. It's super cheap, and the whole website in total costs like $20 to $25 a month. So once people start calling that phone number on my website, all of a sudden I have a site that's worth some money to an actual auto glass repair shop in Austin, Texas. So what I do is once the calls get to like 30 to 50 calls a month, I call up an actual auto glass company in Austin, Texas, and I'm like, hey, I got this website. It's getting like 50 leads a month for auto glass repair services. Can I forward these calls to you for a week for free? And you can see what they're like. And if you like them, awesome. Let's work out a deal and keep this going on a month-to-month basis. If not, no worries. I'll disconnect them and never bug you again. So you hook them up. You don't make them sign anything. You don't make them give you a credit card or anything, but you hook them up and they start receiving the calls for that week. And if they're a competent business owner, they're likely going to close a few of those jobs and make some money off of you. So by the end of that week, they've already tried out the product, and all you have to do is pitch them a number and they're either into it or they're not. Or you negotiate on a price that works for both. So once you lock in that price of, let's say, $600 a month, that's when this becomes passive, because all you have to do after that is take their credit card information and run their credit card every month, because the website just sits there like a piece of real estate and auto forwards all the calls, and you're just having to run their card every month. They're benefiting massively because they're making so much more money because of your calls, and you're benefiting massively because you're getting paid $600 a month to essentially do nothing at this point. It's like upfront work for long-term passive gain. It's like building a house and then just having to find a tenant. So that's the essence of how my business model works. It's important to explore all options when you're looking for a new way to make money. So if it piques your interest, check out the link. And if it still piques your interest after that, I hope to hear from you. All right. So here's my review of Contrarian Thinking by Codie Sanchez. All right. Let's talk about Contrarian Thinking, the company by Codie Sanchez that's all about teaching you how to buy small businesses, build wealth like an investor, and even grow your influence through newsletters. It's a full-blown brand now with 3 main courses and a $10,000 a year mastermind community. So here's the breakdown. If you're new to buying businesses, they've got the Small Biz Buying course. That one walks you through how to buy your first brick and mortar business. Everything from valuation to financing your first 90 days as an owner. Then there's Investor Operating System, which is all about rewiring your brain to think like a long-term wealth builder. It's pretty mindset heavy, but has some actionable frameworks too. And lastly, there's the Build Your Newsletter into a Business course. That one's perfect if you're trying to grow an email list and monetize it without pouring cash into ads. Now, the big ticket item is the Contrarian community. This is Codie's $10,000 mastermind with weekly live calls, a Slack group, in-person events, expert mentors, all geared towards helping you actually close a business deal. It used to be $8,000, but it went up recently. It includes the full biz buying course too. The good, the content is simplified, the community is super engaged, and people say they feel way more confident about buying businesses after going through it. Codie's teaching style is fast-paced, motivational, and very no BS. And she's built a real following. Over 4,000 students and 500,000 newsletter subs. The not so great, there's no one-on-one mentoring unless you're in the top circle. Payment options are limited, and the mastermind doesn't accept Bitcoin or PayPal. Also, a few people say the messaging shifts a lot. Like sometimes it's all about buying boring businesses, and then the next week it's tech and digital stuff. And yeah, it can feel a little hyped up at times, like millionaire status is just one mindset shift away. But overall, contrarian thinking is legit. Codie has a real background in journalism and investing, and she actually owns a bunch of businesses herself, not just teaching this stuff from the sidelines. If you've got at least $25K to invest and want to get serious about buying or scaling a small business, this platform could be a solid place to start. Just go in with realistic expectations. It's not a magic bullet, but if you're ready to learn and take action, there's definitely value here. So that was my review of Contrarian Thinking by Codie Sanchez. Like I said before, I think she's great. I think she's a solid bet, but she is pretty high ticket. I also said before, my business model is where I rent websites out to small business owners. It's a lot less overhead and a lot less risky. Ponder it, check it out. Look at the link in the description and see what it has to say. And if it piques your interest, book a call. Good luck out there finding a way to make money online or buying businesses and building an empire. Good luck to you and wish you the best of luck.